Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We are the Man United agenda. This is the aftermath from beating Arsenal at the Emirates. What a game, what a day. And we've got a full house here, a full house. Mr. B, Column, Yaba, Rebel, and myself. Gents, good evening, good evening. I want to touch upon obviously those who have not had their positive talk on the win. Column and Rebel. Column, how are you, kind sir? And a touch upon yesterday's game, if you will.
I'm very, very well. I still haven't come down from the high. Obviously, doing the watch along yesterday as well. Fantastic, fantastic Dorgu. Ballon Dorgu, as I've been hearing mentioned. And then Cunha, the wizard. Is there? The wizard Cunha. Sealing the win for us. Mate, you know what? I have been very negative on this show many, many times. You're getting no negativity from me today.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I wonder if someone is going to have the same kind of sentiment as you with that. Rebel, how are you, kind sir?
Well, you know me. I'm going to treat things in isolation. Am I happy that we pissed in the cornflakes of Arsenal? You damn well better believe I am. Those Arsenal tears, they brought joy to my heart as I struggled through the working day today. And I will continue to lap up and taste the tears because we've been listening to them chatting bare bumbaclat, to use a word that Yaba and Mr. V would be familiar with, about winning titles and how United need to shush because they've won no Premier League title in 13 years. Sorry, when was the last time Arsenal won a Premier League title? So until you win that league title, shoosh, Arsenal, shoosh. But we'll take the game for what it is. Beating Arsenal in their background, in their own ground. We'll enjoy it. We'll take the 3 points. There's an opportunity to get Champions League football, something that I would have thought would have been impossible before Christmas. 6 points from the number 1 and 2 clubs in the Premier League.
Apparently.
You can't argue with that. But I'll take it for what it is. It was 2 good performances where they showed a bit of passion. And I'll just keep an eye as to how they go from here on going forward. The next big game, obviously, is Fulham. And then Tottenham after that. We're doing a bit of a tour of London at the moment.
Fair enough. I think we can agree that's somewhat positive. A tiny bit negative, but mostly positive. You're absolutely right. Piss on the parade of Arsenal. Bottle Job FC, Corner FC. We've been saying it. Yaba, obviously, we were on the reaction show yesterday, living it up, living it large. How's your day been off the back of it?
Yeah, apart from watching the game over and over again and watching people's reactions, it's been a marvelous experience, and I just what really got me, what really touched me recently, like the last hour, I watched they were watching the game. It's like a live watch along from Africa, and it just shows you how worldwide football is and the emotion it brings out in fans. To see the reaction, like when Man United are scoring, and how epic the game was, and the fans, not just us, but all around the world, love Man United Football Club for some reason because we're special. I think that's the reason. And yesterday was a special day, and this is what makes sport so exciting. We get on all our lives. We do our day-to-day stuff. Hi to the missus and all that kind of thing. But when we're together, we watch a game like that, and we have those emotions. It's very special. And some say it's better than sex, and I'd say it's on par.
Okay, big words, But I get what you mean. I absolutely get what you mean. Obviously, it's our club, Manchester United. Only a few weeks ago, it was all doom and gloom. We were more aligned with the negativity stance. But 2 massive wins, and things have turned around. As I say, like Bruce Jenner. Mr. B, how are you feeling? I think we had you on the call with son. I don't know if you let him go to school or not or whatnot, or give him the. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bruv. I went to tech. I went to work intoxicated. I stayed intoxicated. Well, I'm probably still intoxicated, to be fair. I've had a good day. I have had a very, very, very good day. Obviously not as good as Yabba with his sex pun, but yeah, I've had a good day today. I'm delighted with the result. Happy with the performance. The fact that we shut down those I was gonna swear to shut down the Arsenal supporters was nice. It's nice. It's just nice to have. We say, oh, we've got our team back. Those two performances maybe remind us of what could be or what should have been, especially this season. It's the same group of players, but you can't take anything away from anything that they did. 15 minutes, 20 minutes at home they had, but after that it was all United. So yeah, bring on the next one, bring on the rest of the conversations, and bring on the hate that's surely going to be coming our way from rival fans now that we've done them twice.
Yeah, well, you say that obviously, and it's so true. Honestly, it's because it's Arsenal. You know, thank you, Michael Carrick, for doing the job. Thank you, the lads on the pitch. You know, they grafted, they put in the effort, and they showed what they can do. You know, we have been kind of, well, not everyone, I will say that, not everyone, but there's a lot of us that have been kind of beating these players down with a stick to say, look, we don't think you're good enough. But they have shown from time and time that they have the ability to put up in a performance, which is a bit annoying because what's happened to the previous months that have gone by. But they've done it now, and we got to look forward. And as Rebel mentioned, we've got Fulham this coming week. And chat, good evening, good evening. As I say, it is 5 of us. It is a full house today. Andrew, you have mentioned that. Fuck 5, he says. Bloody hell, it is a shot for you. Yeah. Yeah. In the house, patience is a virtue, so they say. Making decision now potentially removes the drive to secure UCL. And I love that. I love those 3 letters. UCL. It's where Manchester United need to be. It's where we should be. It's where we should be. The Pentagon formation this evening. Real, Mr. B, Colin, Rebel, and Yabba. Yes. Who else is in the building? Chat Sports, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Andrew again. Was a great match. Oh, Steph, bold one there. Messier than the sex, allegedly. And DJ Darkest Night 2054. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I love that picture, by the way. I love that picture. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And big up, man. Big up, man.
Question: is that a rival for Yabba's dogs behind you?
Huh?
Is that a rival for Yabba's dogs behind you? I thought I saw a putty cat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ah,
What
hello.
are you doing? Intervening?
Oh shit! It's a real one. When you said that, I thought it was. Sorry. Let me blow my screen up. I thought it was a fucking AI. Go back again.
No, it's a real one. Just intervening.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah. Little Nala, we call her. Little Nala. Rebel reminds me of Boris Johnson. Ooh, okay, that's a bit off topic.
Yeah, because Rebel is a bit of a Johnson.
Me saying that. Sorry, that's not me saying. That's Angel in the chat. 8 likes, people. 8 likes. Thank you. If you can do, smash the like button if you will. Obviously, we've got a topical debate. Is the aftermath show? Carrick era begins. But I want to get a quick kind of house call on this. Because we have had a little tiny transfer story, and we've already touched upon it in the WhatsApp group. And I just want to go quick fire around Cole Palmer. We've quickly been linked with him. It's a very out there rumor. He's a Manchester United fan. He's from Manchester, and apparently he's homesick. I'm having him. If it ever was to happen, I'll go around. Mr. B, thoughts, Cole Palmer.
I'm taking him, but he's not replacing Ahmad. Remember what I said.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Column.
Yeah, I'm taking him, but I'm standing with Mr. B. He's not replacing Ahmad.
Okay. Yaba.
I'm taking him, and I'm standing with Column and Mr. B. He's not replacing Ahmad.
Okay. Rebel. Cole Palmer.
You'd be absolutely silly not to take him. It is Cole Palmer, like, for God's sake. Like, it's not even a question. As to the only way I think he comes in is if Bruno leaves. I don't see Bruno and Cole Palmer being at the club. I think it's if Bruno leaves, we try and get him because he's going to be very expensive.
Okay. That was very quick. I like that. See, that was topical, and I enjoy that. Obviously, it was touched upon by Samuel Lucas. He's kind of spoken about him today. We'll see. Obviously, Mr. B wants to touch upon the transfer outings or ins when it comes to the end of the window, because Mr. B, I think we're very confident. You're saying we're not doing any business. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Seuss in the house. Yeah, get him in on mobile. There we go. Okay. Cole Palmer. My take, I want Cole Palmer just so that celebration's at Old Trafford, to be honest with you. I think that's cold. It's cold. But yeah, okay, 400k Bruno wants, apparently, from AA. Okay.
Sorry?
Andrew.
Sorry?
400k Bruno wants. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think
400k for what? What? Sorry, what have we?
I don't think that's happened. I don't think that's happened.
Thank you.
I don't think that's happened. Where have you seen that AA? Andrew, like Palmer, but missed a lot this year. Yeah, he's got the injury doubts. Angel Palmer is a United fan, would be a good signing. Ooh, okay. I think if this spirals on further into the window, even though we've got a few days left, it will be interesting because they're talking about it for this window, not the summer. So we'll have to see. I don't think anything.
To be fair, I'll tell you real. I've bypassed every feed, every story, every show. I don't understand why anybody's even talking about it as a story.
Just there's nothing really. It's a nothing story. You know, I just wanted to. It's a big name.
No. What I'm saying is, considering where we are in the transfer window, it's actually a lot of people. It's actually out there as big news, and I'm just curious as to why it would have blown up so quick. Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But I think again, it's just to do with the Bruno comments earlier in the window. I think people are putting 2 and 2 together and assuming that it will be Bruno out, Cole Palmer in, and because it's Cole Palmer. But I think, you know, he's a big name. But whether it happens or not, probably not. Yes, probably.
I don't know how reputable this page is, but on Nutmeg Extra, it's a Man United thing. It's a guy from Abdul Hadi. Has put Man United may have to offer 400k a week to keep Bruno.
Oh, okay.
It's
let him go then.
It's come from the Mirror as well.
Oh, great! As good as he is, let's not even bother go down that road. You know,
He deserves it.
No, okay.
Yeah, but please.
Paid player at our club.
Yeah, he's already the highest paid player at our club.
I thought Casemiro was.
No,
Casemiro's going to be gone.
Okay, but I think Bruno is our best player, and you got to pay your best player. The money's worth. Where is 400k? What I don't know, but I think Bruno. Well, I just want to put some.
He's already on £320,000 a week.
Deserved because he's head and shoulders.
I'm not saying his money's not deserved. What I'm saying to you is, why they talk about giving him a pay rise? If he wants to stay on the same money or a reduction, if not, fuck off. Come on, bruv.
I think you're rewarded by your consistent performances, and I'm just saying it now because
he's already on 320 grand a week.
What I'm saying, my point is, forget the money side of things. My point is this: Bruno Fernandes is a fantastic player. And I don't know where it would be without him because even yesterday I was just drooling over his performance. He's an amazing player. Any Premiership team, any world footballing team would love to have him. He's top talent. So regardless of the money, whatever, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying he deserves to stay at the club. He deserves to be respected. And whether it's money, whatever, or adulation, whatever the players want, I'm giving him adulation. I can't give him enough money anyway. I don't have
Rebel, what do you think?
Yeah, but we're talking about trying to implement a system in terms of a ceiling in contracts at Manchester United Football Club. They're strategically removing anybody that is above 200,000 at the moment. So there's absolutely no chance in the wide earthly world someone's getting offered even the same contract that he's on at the moment, let alone 400k. There's going to be absolutely no chance that they take a chance of breaking their wage structure and having every other player like Mbeumo, Cunha, all who will probably have seasons that will deserve them to look at their contracts, kind of going, well, he's on this, I want more. That will destroy their wage structure. It won't happen.
Like I said, Rebel, I hear what you're saying. Let's give him some adulation. That's more than money. That's more than gold. Reputation, your legacy. He's a great player. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that. I think he's a great player. And if he stays, whatever the wage structure looks like, he needs to be at the top of what that ceiling looks like. That ceiling needs to be lowered, but I do agree he needs to be at the top. I think he's our best player. I don't want him to go, personally.
I don't want him to go, but I don't think he should be getting more money on a new contract. That's all.
Okay.
Well, it's thingy, isn't it? If we get UCL, don't all the players get a bonus anyway in the way?
25% pay rise anyway. Yeah,
he'll go up to £350,000 a week anyway.
Yeah,
it's amazing, isn't it, that Man United Football Club, just because we haven't been in Champions League for so long, we dropped down the financial rankings, and now squabbling over wages when before it wasn't an issue.
It's not
because
and then look,
you guys are because you're talking about someone getting paid a pay rise. Our best players.
Yeah, but please, bro. He is on £320,000 a week. I don't care if he's our best player. They've implemented a paid ceiling at the club that he's already above anyway.
Yeah.
And then they're going to give him more money. No.
If we were in the Champions League, would he be on 320k?
No, it'd be on 350.
He's going to get a 25% pay rise.
Okay, and you'll be happy with that.
It's in his contract. I'm not going to moan, am I?
Yeah, so that's my point. If you listen to what I'm saying, all I'm saying is he needs his adulation, because that's, it's worth more than money and more than gold when you are a legend at the club. And I think he's slowly becoming a legend for Man United Football Club. Really, he's an amazing player.
That's a completely different thing, though, from saying go out there and offer him 400k next summer and then have that 25% clause in it if we are in Champions League. They're two very different things. Give him his plaudits, absolutely. But when you're talking about a wage structure, that wage of Bruno's probably goes out the door when he eventually does leave the club, whenever that is.
But let's be honest, right? We as fans, we reward people with riches, with our adulation, our love, and singing songs and boosting these players up. Your kids having their posters on the wall, we having their shirt, and supporting them and cheering them and clapping for them. That's how we pay them, in kind, like that. But the club pays them in cash. And so the more I scream and the more I, get turned on by Bruno's performances and rave about him, that's more like a pay rise for me, because it's getting better and better. Like with Harry Maguire, I've always represented for the guy. It gets better and better and better.
Can I just quickly touch on this comment here? Miles Malls on the mobile. If true, if he wants out, if so, let him walk. He ain't bigger than Manchester United Football Club. So I think we all agree on that one. But yes, Colin, sorry.
Obviously, I understand where Yab is coming from. You got to pay your best players, but I just want to go into a little bit more detail here. So he's earning £325,000 a week already. That's basic wage. He gets £25,000 per goal he scores. He gets £25,000 per assist he does. Appearance bonus, he probably gets about £500,000 as well a month for his appearance bonuses. Captaincy and leadership bonus, probably about 10k a week. So that's probably about 250k, 500k per season. The guy is well above the 400k that he's wanting already, just through bonuses. So we're going to be paying closer to nearly a million in wages and just bonuses. You know what I mean? I mean, how much is he on in total at the minute? 15.6 million. So we're going to be pushing 20 million a year.
It's damning. It's damning. I think the club will stick to their structure, and any player that wants to stay on a high wage salary, if they're already on it, their contract just won't be renewed. And simply
Can I
put,
just throw something out there?
Matthew, thank you for the £5. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And then Hydro, thank you.
Bro.
Membership again. Thank you. Yes, Yaba.
Just a quick one, it's very quick. I don't want to sort of hold on this too long, but it had me thinking. I think, look, when I'm looking around, looking at Arsenal, looking at Man United, we don't have many out-and-out strikers. We brought Xisco in or whatever, and then we end up playing Mbeumo in, who's not really a recognised striker, in my opinion. But he's the first choice. And if he wasn't there, then we play probably Bruno Fernandes or Mount as a false nine or Cunha, you know. So what's happening to strikers in the game? The game's changed so much. And that's why I can endorse a signing like Cole Palmer, because, you know, it's not, he would fit in. There's not, all we need now is talented players and around them. Strikers, you know, I was looking at the goal that he scored yesterday in Wimo. It's like a proper goal. There was one where he tried to improvise as well with, you know, loop it over the keeper. But yeah, he's very good. He's a very good player in Wimo. He's really impressed me. But my point is he really a striker?
Mbeumo, he's not, but at the moment he's probably better than Xisco in that role. So I think we're just kind of makeshifting. Xisco will get a run out. He'll get an opportunity. But while we've got a winning team under Carrick, and we've just beat Man City, and now we've just gone to Arsenal and done the same thing, it might differ now that we'll be at home and we've got Fulham. So it might be an opportunity to, you know, play a different personnel. And I think Carrick will be that type of manager that will want to give Xisco his run out. And this brings me perfectly onto Carrick era begins ? So yeah, okay. Two big wins, huge wins, actually. They can't be understated. We've spoken about it before. Carrick, does he have the ability to be our manager full time? Can we win Premier League titles with him? Now, I am gonna go off the rip and say I am not saying give him the permanent role. All I will go out and say is that if there's an interview at the end of the season, which there will be of some kind, I think he should be allowed to turn up to that interview. In my opinion, I think he deserves it if he carries on this kind of form going to the end of the season. I'll go around. Rebel, thoughts? Michael Carrick.
Well, I was actually looking at it. Between now and the last time he did a temporary role, he's actually unbeaten as Manchester United manager, which is kind of crazy. I think one draw and the rest of them were all wins. 2 wins against Arsenal on 3-2 scorelines, both occasions. He's beaten Pep. He's beaten so many top-tier managers. But look, we've had this excitement with Ali before, so I am going to remain grounded.
Mm-hmm.
If he does a good job, sure, give him an interview. What harm can it do? It's an interview. It's not going to bother anybody at the end of the day. I'd imagine, though, more than likely what it'll do for Michael Carrick if he succeeds this season and gets Champions League football is probably put him in pole position for the likes of a Crystal Palace or maybe a Newcastle job, because I think Eddie Howe's in big trouble this year. I think that's what it's going to mean for Michael Carrick. But if he takes us Champions League football, give him his interview, because it's going to do no harm.
I'll go back to it then. So are you saying that with kind of the mindset that give him the interview to say we've given him an interview, but regardless, you just not having him? Is it the Ali thing that's really like sticking to you?
Yeah, it's basically the Ali effect that's in my head. We've had this kind of a bounce before. We've had a magical Champions League journey under Ali. Now, if he goes off and goes unbeaten for the rest of the season, you kind of have to factor that in if he does do that, or if he does something absolutely crazy in terms of how far up the table he gets. But the whole once bitten, twice shy thing with Ollie is firmly in the back of my head. And while I wouldn't be upset if he does that performance-based return that gets him into the interview room, if he does get it, I would be still kind of nervous because we've been this road before with an ex-player, and I'd just be worried that would happen again. But you'd have to give him the chance.
That's fair. That's fair. Bloody hell. Hydro, thank you kindly. £10. I won on my bet on United's beating the Bottle Crew, so here's £10. Honestly, Hydro, congratulations on the bet. Congratulations on the bet. Big up yourself. Definitely much appreciated. Honestly, and yeah, thankfully Manchester United have pulled through for you with that bet. So yeah, congratulations, kind sir. Colin, Michael Carrick, again, your thoughts on the whole scenario?
Again, it's a results game, innit? I think there's nothing wrong. I'm a little bit like Rebel. I'm nothing wrong with giving him an interview at the end of the game. We've only seen 2 games. Yes, okay. Michael Carrick, when he first took over the first time, and beat Arsenal 3-2, went away for 5 years, and Arteta still couldn't manage to, within those 5 years, to beat him. But I've got nothing wrong with the interview. However, I'm still not for him getting the job. Even after the interview stage, give him an interview because of what he's done, but I wouldn't go for him.
Yeah, see, but at that point, don't give him the interview then. I'd even say just don't give him the interview then.
I feel like you've got to, because he might bring ideas forward in an interview where they're like, oh, that might work, but Tuchel might come up with another idea and be like, let's integrate these ideas, you know? But I don't think you can not give him an interview if he does really well for us. But I just don't want to go down this route again because interim managers don't work. After the interim stage, they don't work. There hasn't been... Name me one successful interim manager after they got the full-time job.
Roberto Di Matteo.
So he got fired.
After winning the Champions League.
As an interim manager.
I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if he's interim, but he won Champions League. And then,
as the interim manager, and he got fired within 6 months.
So you asked, name one successful interim manager.
That's been an interim manager, got the job permanently, and succeeded.
By winning the Champions League, Roberto Di Matteo.
No, Di Matteo won it.
In the wrong order.
Di Matteo won it as an interim manager. He then got fired 6 months later after winning the Champions League. So when he got the permanent job, it fell off a cliff.
Sorry, yeah, I get you, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Interim manager, there hasn't been a successful interim manager. We need to go out there and get in an Ancelotti or a Tuchel or somebody like that. Because as much as what he's doing for us now, and it is fantastic, don't get me wrong, I'm celebrating, cheering, when Dorgu puts his strike in, I'm first one here, screaming my head off. But long term, and I'm thinking long term, I don't think Carrick has the capabilities to keep doing it, and we need somebody in that's more experienced to do this.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. For me, again, I think my bar. So let's talk about the interview. For him to get an interview, my bar would be very high. Like it would have to be very high. I want him to get Champions League, and for me, convincingly get Champions League for me to say I want him to get the job. Interview successful. But nearer the time, if we get into Champions League, I don't know. There'll be a feel-good factor. There definitely will be because of the fact of what he's done. Mr. B, thoughts on the whole Carrick saga, if there is one, in your opinion?
I said to you, the club needs a coach. We don't need a manager. A coach who knows his pecking order at the club is Michael Carrick. He got the job by default. I think they keep him. I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to keep him. We're definitely going to qualify for Europe this season. Whether or not it's Champions League is another thing. I think if we get Champions League football, they keep him, and it won't even be an interview process. He's already in the building. He's already said he's got input into transfers that may be coming in. I don't think anybody's going out or coming in, but he said that he's got that input,
Yeah.
If they get Champions League, they're not gonna rock the boat. We talk about when Ollie was in, we all believed that Ollie wasn't a good coach. He was a hype man, yeah? The coaches behind him were Carrick and
Kieran McKenna.
McKenna. They went on to manage clubs and have stayed. The longevity's been there. Ollie went Besiktas and got sacked within 6 months. Steve Holland has now come in, who's got 15 years of coaching experience, whether it as a level two, a number two, or as an assistant coach. That experience Carrick can't buy. You think about when Gerrard was at Rangers, and the guy that he had at Rangers was the second in command. He was the one with all of the brains. As soon as he went on his own, he was hopeless.
Yeah.
So I think it's all to do with the whole system, the whole package. The fact that they've come in there maybe hoping that it would change, not expecting it to change. The club have gone in there hoping that they want it to change. I just think that if he gets Champions League in fourth, not fifth, in fourth, he's 100% guaranteed. They've got their man and they've got their man inside the
Is
house
that what
already.
you want though? If that's how it happens,
No,
would you be happy with that?
I didn't have a problem with Carrick coming in. I said the players need coaching. The players need coaching in a system that they want to be coached in, regardless of what we think as outsiders.
Yeah.
Players want to be coached in something that they don't have to think 3 or 4 times about. Right back, run up and down the wing. Left back, run up and down the wing. They're not asking you to invert and stop on, and point at 60, 70 degree angles to receive the ball here to pop it off there. They're just able to play their natural game. And I think Carrick's come in and he's realised that. I'm not saying it's just a Carrick thing. Coaches on the whole, you have to try and understand the dynamics of your club. And the fact that Carrick wasn't in there, but he's kept Johnny Evans is still there. Johnny Evans has been around all of that, so he's got players on the pitch beside him who have seen the dynamics and maybe, know certain clicks, maybe certain other things that he's already got in his head. So when he comes, so that, not saying he's going to come in there and, cause a cut, because he seems like a very level-headed guy. So I just think that it's going to be a smooth transition. And sorry, I waffled on. You did ask me if I want Carrick to stay. I just want to coach. Yeah. I just want to coach,
Yeah.
And
no, that's fair. That's fair. And there was a comment, a little video clip that I saw earlier today, and you won't like me mentioning his name, but Matt Tominey. It was Matt Tominey talking about his time with Michael Carrick as a player. So when he got brought up into the first team to train with the main team, and then as a coach, and he said that he's the best coach / player he's ever worked with in terms of what Michael Carrick brought into even just a 2-minute conversation, 2-minute conversation or a 20-minute pep talk about a game. And he went on to talk about a Leeds game where I think McTominay scored twice in the first, 5 minutes. And he said the day before that or the morning of, he had a conversation, not with Solskjaer, not with McKenna, it was with Carrick. And Carrick said, look, this is an opportunity in this game. Run through the middle of the pitch and Leeds are going to give you all the space that you need. And what resulted into 2 goals. And Carrick told him how to do that. And McTominay was like, I couldn't believe that what he told me literally happened to a T. So in terms of coaching, you bang on Mr. B. I think he is a coach, which is different to what Solskjaer was. Solskjaer was like a vocal piece. He weren't a coach. And as you say, McKenna, Carrick have gone on to, I won't say successful coaching roles, but they've held a job longer than 6 months or so. Yeah, but Carrick, I think you might be a bit more positive on this one, will you?
Yeah, well, look, we want to be successful. What does a manager make a difference? Yes, he does. Because we just had a manager in who was criticising Dorgu, saying he lacked confidence. Didn't look like that yesterday. And then players were kind of stifled and we couldn't get used to a certain thing. Like Mr. B was saying, too over coaching a lot of the time, trying to embrace a system that wasn't really suited. For Man United Football Club, our most successful managers have been British. Alex Ferguson, Sir Matt Busby. Simple as that. These are the guys that won Champions Leagues and won league titles for us, numerous league titles as well. I think when you look at Carrick, if you want to get a tune out of players at Man United Football Club, every club is different. Every club is different. Trust me. You got to look at it and say, right, we've had Mourinho, we've had Van Gaal, we've had the Ten Hags and the recent manager Amarin as well. Didn't work out. Suddenly, Ollie comes in, has an understanding of the club. He got a tune out of them initially. And Carrick's come in, and suddenly it's like black day and night the way we transformed and beat the top two teams quite comfortably. To be honest, I like his football, I like his style. I think he's had a good nursery period by managing in the Championship. I think that's great experience as well, and I think he's learned a lot, gone under the radar a little bit. Middlesbrough now are sitting pretty in the promotion places. They've got a good side there. He's left his mark. And then you look at Kieran McKenna as well, what he's done with Ipswich. It's amazing what he did, bringing him from the first division all the way to the Premiership, and he'll probably be back again this season. So I like the idea of a British coach, but I will say this: he's got to be a manager. He's definitely getting a tune out of the players. When you look at other potential managers who are sort of best in class, like Tuchel and De Zerbi, I think these guys could come in and they might do well, but I just don't feel they understand the football club the way Carrick does. That also gives him an advantage. He's here now. He's got an opportunity to stamp his mark on it and seal the deal and get that imprinted on him, where he is the manager, where it gets to the point where the fans won't allow anyone else to come in for the post. It's down to him, but I do like what he's doing. He's demonstrated so far, especially with, like Mr. B was saying there, the simplicity of keeping things simple at the back, good basic system. Then we're in the final third. We've seen how beautiful the football is. We always look for patterns of play and opening teams up, but it's like suddenly we're playing 1-2 touch football in the opposition half, which is really difficult to do, and create openings. And then we've got other ways of scoring as well, transitions, and we're keeping things simple. So he's freed up the players. The players are playing to the best of their abilities right now, and it just shows you that a manager can have that effect of 30-40% difference improving in the side, and our side is pretty good as it is. So that's the evidence there. So I would, at the moment, it's looking odds on for me to say, yeah, if he keeps on like this, I would keep him based on merit.
Go on, Callum.
My dream scenario here is Carrick does well, gets us into the Champions League. Yeah, we're all singing, we're all happy, we're all dancing. That's my dream scenario. But again, I would rather have somebody like an Ancelotti come in and Carrick be his number 2. So can help.
That won't happen, though.
I know it won't happen.
What you mean, your dream.
This is my dream scenario. So because Ancelotti's getting on, he's not going to be here forever. Carrick can learn off of Ancelotti because he's got the experience. And then obviously Ancelotti's learning off of Carrick, the Man United DNA. So it all flows. And then when Ancelotti goes, Carrick steps in and takes it on full time then, because he'll have had the experience.
So he's had the job, done well. He then gets demoted to assistant manager.
What has he actually done? We cannot give him a job when he's got sacked from the Championship and he's come in as an interim manager, and our light switch players have decided to switch it on because they like Michael Carrick and they like what he's doing. Yes, we might get Champions League football. We did this with Ollie. We are making the same mistake again.
Do you think Ollie? Yeah, but Ollie's, as I said, I just think Ollie's not a coach. I just don't think Ollie's a coach.
I'm more comfortable with.
Yeah, but you see what the difference.
Money. I'm more comfortable with us spending money with Carrick having the players, because he can coach the team with the players that he's going to be getting. Solskjaer didn't do that.
He wants to sign Hackney from the Championship. He wants to sign a Middlesbrough midfielder.
Yeah, but if the club choice signing. Okay, can I say something to you? Where did Wharton come from? Blackburn. This is the problem.
Is he
as a club,
now
listen, 1 second. As a club, I think we stick our nose up at Championship players. There's players down there. Wharton's he did his Blackburn. He's now at Crystal Palace. He's going to get a move again. He's going to get moved to a top 3. Liverpool interested. Man United interested. and who else is there? Man United, Man City, interested
Mhm.
in Wharton. That's
Okay.
3 of the top teams in the. So he served his apprenticeship. So that's
In the
how I look at
Premiership.
Carrick. Maybe so, man, he's done okay. Wharton is been in the
Wharton.
Premiership now.
Yeah, Wharton.
Right. So this is
from a
this is my
Championship
point.
side.
So what you're saying is then don't get Hackney, leave Hackney where he is, and don't bother with Hackney because he's a Middlesbrough player. Is this what
No,
you're
I'm
saying?
saying
Leave him.
Wharton has come from Blackburn to a mid to lower table Premiership side and got the Premiership experience, and now he's moving on to the next step. What we're going to be doing with Hackney is bringing him from Middlesbrough, who aren't the best team in the world. Yeah, he's a good player in the Championship. We're going to be throwing him straight into the spotlight at Manchester United, where we have seen great players crumble under the weight of that Man United shirt. He needs a stepping stone.
I don't think.
Why does he need a stepping stone? Why does he need a stepping stone? Why can't he just come straight to us and be that guy? They're always talking about looking for the next Mbappe.
Let's say we
let
spend
Hackney
25
go.
million. Let's say we spend 25 million on Hackney and he fails because he can't deal with the
money. We'll get the money back for 25 million. The fact that he's come to Man United.
We've not got any money back for any player we've bought and sold recently. We took a loss on Anthony. We took a loss on Rasmus.
Did we?
Yeah.
So all of this talk about immonetization and all of that was all bullshit then.
We took a loss on every single player that we signed.
So why do we talk about the when the money goes down every year, then we've made a profit because we've sold them and this much is coming off their contract. So it's all bullshit then, yeah?
Well, we're saving money on the contracts, and most of the money comes from shirt sales and ticket revenue. That's where most of the money comes from. That's where most of our transfer budget comes from.
We won't be getting Hackney. We'll be getting a midfielder of high caliber. Casemiro is going, so we will be getting a player of high proportions, and that's most likely going to be Belabor, isn't it? From the constant story. Yeah.
Probably. But this is what I'm saying. That we spent. How much did we spend on in fact, how much did we spend on Anthony?
Oh God.
Was that 81? Was it 81?
80 odd million. How much did we sell him for?
20.
Yeah, so
20 million.
You don't instantly get your money back for a bad signing. I agree with that.
This is what I'm saying. This is the worry.
Yeah, but
I feel like if we sign him, I think personally, if he wants him, sign him. That's great. Sign him. Send him out on loan. Send him to a Fulham, so he can get a year's worth of experience in the Premier League, and hopefully he kicks on and we can bring him back and be like, right, let's go. You are now our main midfield in a threat.
Let me have a quick whiz through the comments. Sorry, let me just have a quick whiz through the comments. Andrew, agreed column. Don't trust the players to be this good next year. And double A, Rude ain't a two. These guys aren't number twos anymore. A bit disingenuous. Matt, I'll replying to Eddie. Melsmore, he lost his job at Borough because he had to sell his best players. That's a fair comment. I think someone was in the other day saying that they want Carrick to do well because of what he did for Borough. So he's keeping a close eye on him. Andrew, Glasner is flexible. Amarim wasn't. I'm guessing you were replying to someone else. Chat Sports, it's the club. Go look at the past 10 years in managers. Steph, Carrick might be closer to the youth setup via Fletcher, Evans, an under-21 coach whose name escapes me. Who's the under-21 coach at the moment? Anyone?
Oh, was that the guy who came with him, beginning with B, innit?
Quiz question. Anyway, Hackney is crap. Andrew. Max says Hackney is good. Then Max says Hackney is good, which is the next message. Andrew, Wharton isn't that good either. Didn't Dennis Irwin come from
Billion? There you go. So
Travis Billion.
Don't ramp with the chat. Billion.
Okay. Fair enough.
One quick point. Cullen was drawing comparison to Hackney with Anthony's and the Sanchos and the big, mega expensive flops. Dan James was somebody that we bought pretty much on the cheap. that had only ever played pretty much championship level football, and we actually made a profit on him. So
Yeah, because Leeds are stupid. That's why.
Yeah, but what was you going to say? Sorry.
I was going to say, I just think this Hackney thing is not an official thing. Just like you can't just read Carrick's job at Middlesbrough by saying he done poor, he got sacked. Someone said that earlier. I was thinking, come on, that's a bit naive to say that. He was when he got there, he was 17th. He got them to mid-table. He was worked with what he had. They didn't have the finances and to sort of maintain, and it's hard to maintain when you know in that tough league where you're playing so many games week in, week out. In the Championship, it's really rough and tough. And I think he done really well there, and he really performed. And you might say, that's not enough to be a Man United manager, but who else? When we've got Alex Ferguson, he was winning titles with Aberdeen and winning Cup Winners' Cups against Real Madrid. In 1983 against Real Madrid with Aberdeen. So there's no one doing that at the moment. So you have to it's relative to what English managers or British managers are doing right now. Hearts are currently top of the Premier League in Scotland. Who's their manager? It's a foreigner. So there's not many good British managers out there, but I do think we need a British manager, and I think Carrick really does fit the bill if he can really merit that by the end of the season. Talking after 2 games is a bit irrelevant, but there's a lot of positive stuff, what he did in the last couple of games, tactically, and how he's got the players playing, which is the basics of what you've got to do as a manager, get them playing to their best their ability. 2 players spring to mind, like I said, Dorgu, who the previous manager said lacks confidence, has been a revelation. And then you've got Kobe Mainoo, who's been rusty as hell, shaking off the rust, and just came into 2 games against the best 2 sides in the country and performed in midfield like he's never been away. That's because of Michael Carrick.
Fair enough. I agree with you. I think as time goes by under this tenure under Carrick again, I think we will be a little bit more flexible towards the end of the season. But yeah, before we kind of wrap up, I want to kind of get a quick kind of run around in terms of expectations right now. So yeah, we've won 2 now. In terms of where we want to finish now, so Conference League, Europa League, Champions League, win the league. What are our expectations right now? Like, what do you want us to do? Rebel, what expectations?
Well, I suppose we probably need to look at how sustainable we are for the rest of the season. And the answer is we should be very sustainable because it's 1 game a week. We have no cups whatsoever between now and the end of the season. What do I want? Champions League football. What do I think we'll get? Probably Europa League football. But back in Europe is pretty much a necessity for Manchester United Football Club. We have to address that midfield in the summer because Casemiro is leaving. Ugarte looks like he's done. But coincidentally, he looks like that's the one Ineos signing that's probably failed is Ugarte. So they haven't had a bad strike rate in terms of who they brought in. But realistically, I'm thinking maybe 6th is where we're going to end up.
Okay. Would I take that right now? I think I probably would. Mr. B, what's your expectation?
I'm not taking 6th place now. We're in 4th.
That's a good point, actually. It's a good
Yeah,
point.
I am not taking 6th place now. We're in Champions League positions. Everybody else is on level points in us, and I believe we should get more points than we did at the end of last season. We've already surprised it by getting the 6th from, I think I worked out we probably needed, 68, 70 points to get Champions League. If we don't get Champions League, I'm pissed. I will be honest. I want it in 4th. I don't want it in 5th. As much as we all believe that 5th is going to be enough to get us Champions League because of the coefficient, I want it to be 4th.
Yeah.
I want us to get in there in 4th, so there's no argument, oh, you snuck in by the back door, blah, blah, blah. No, we got 4th because we deserve 4th. Do I think we could get higher?
Yeah, I threw in a win the league in the category.
Yeah,
so.
the win the league part. As I said, that might have been the spicy chicken that you had a little bit earlier on,
possibly.
messing with your brain. But third, I mean, it's mad because I think we could probably get third, but that City and Villa are both on third, and they're only 4 points behind Arsenal. You see what I mean? I know there's a big gap there, but I just feel that Villa are the team that will maybe drop off. He wants to win Europa. He's already said he wants to win Europa, and he's going to get to a stage with Villa's squad where he's going to have to decide which way he goes.
Yeah.
So I think we have an opportunity maybe to finish higher than fourth, and if it is fourth, it will be closer than the 8 points difference that we are now.
Okay, bang on. Chat, let us know your predictions or your expectations. Colin, right now where we stand fourth, what's your expectation for the end of the season? Win the league, yeah?
I expect us to get 74 points by the end of the season. I've had a look at our fixtures. There are 2 games in there that I'm a bit like, oh, maybe. And one of them is Liverpool, because you don't know what Liverpool are going to be like by that point in time. Second.
Pardon?
I won't say first.
Really?
Yep. We've got, apart from 2 games, we've got very, very favourable fixtures for the rest of the season.
We do. Just on that though, if we get second, surely more than an interview.
No, interview.
If we get second, he keeps it. Colm, let me tell you something.
Interview.
If Carrick gets second,
no. Why? Right? Why just give him the job when there's other people? Why give him a job when Pochettino's available, Ancelotti's available, Tuchel's available? Why?
Because
he hasn't won anything. He's got a second.
If second place, like you should.
He hasn't won anything. He's got a second. If he goes on,
he wasn't in anything. He wasn't in anything to win goal.
If he wins,
he wasn't in anything to win.
He's in the Premier League. If he wins this title, if he wins the Premier League, I will personally go down, spit shiny shoes, not even walking, carry him in to the Old Trafford or whatever it is, into the interview room, and slap everybody and say, just put the contract on, give him the pen and let him sign it.
All I want to know is, Colm, have you been in Yabba's secret stash?
No comment. I plead the fifth.
Yabba, what about you? What
you know what?
Right now?
You know what? I am the eternal optimist, and I agree with Colm. I think, based on our 2 performances, that's the level. And I'm looking around my squad. I'm looking for, when I look at Villa, they're doing really well. They've got a lot of experience, a lot of hungry, physical players at a good age. We've got Cunha, we've got Mbeumo, we've got Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount.
What is that noise? Somebody playing the drums?
Sorry. We got Mbeumo, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Agate, all these guys at a good age, physical as well. It's a physical game for the Premiership. We want to avoid injuries. If we continue playing like we're doing, we can come second, third, even win the title. Now, you might laugh, think that's stupid, whatever, but we're 12 points off, and Arsenal are bound to be dropping off. So I'm saying this: if we can beat City comfortably and beat Arsenal comfortably, all we need now is to keep that momentum. Whatever you did to get the players playing the best football and being on it, continue with that. We don't have domestic competition, no cup competition, or anything like that to distract us. It's week in, week out. Go out there and murder teams as we're supposed to. And we are looking like we did the last couple of games. We look like we are Man United again. This is what we're saying. We look like we are capable of thrilling the fans and conquering, and ruling this league. So I think we can do it. I'm with Colm. Colm just mentioned there the run of games, and I think the evidence is there of what we did. We demonstrate we can win. So why not just continue with that? I would love to see that. So
Harry's with you, Yabba, as well. Harry, I put a tenner on us winning the league at 40-1. We've turned around a 12-point deficit at the 23-game mark in 95-96, and I would love it if we did it again.
Yeah. I mean,
and by the way, Kevin Keegan, I've heard he's got cancer. Everything's really unfortunate, but what another legend of the game, you know. And we need characters.
From my neck at Woods. Kevin Keegan's from my neck at Woods.
Ah.
Arsenal currently hold the biggest comeback with 13 points.
Against United.
How many points are they above United?
12.
12. How good would it be? How good would it be if we turned it around?
Can I just say
How good? Listen, I don't care. Nah, Mr. B. Nah, Mr. B. I'll be negative. No negativity, Mr. B. No negativity, Mr. B.
Okay, all right, so I apologize. No negative. All right, okay.
Listen,
okay.
I have sat through countless of watch-alongs watching us play pathetic and lose. Give me this. I've had 2 good games. Let me dream.
Can I just come in there because
There he is.
I think I was perfectly happy to get on board with positivity for beating Arsenal, positivity for beating City. I was perfectly on board with us talking about getting European football, but winning the league, there's more chance of.
There we go. Sorry, somebody had to do it.
Let's not get carried away.
Thank you very much, guys.
Can we be sensible at least?
You were one.
Let's have sensible delusions, please.
Right, Andrew. I'm going to call this out. Andrew, what you on about? I was saying we were going to get relegated 2 weeks ago. Go back and watch the video and tell me, clip it and show me where I said we're going to get relegated. Please.
Don't bite with Andrew, because Andrew's always trying to wind people up.
He is, but he's constantly doing it, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, if you're just trying to wind up, go find another channel, because you're constantly doing it. There's no need.
Andrew's the biggest shit stirrer out there. He's always. I see comments sometimes. I think I'm just gonna just ignore that because he's always trying to draw people out. Andrew, we love you, man.
I don't mind. Yeah, I was one of the negative guys. Yeah, there's nothing to be negative about. We've just beat Arsenal and City. What's to be negative about? We're playing good football. Let me be happy, man.
Guys. I like that. I enjoyed that massively. The aftermath, it brings up all these surprises. But definitely, it's been a pleasure. We will be back tomorrow. There will be some kind of news for us to talk about. That's for sure. Back tomorrow, back Wednesday, and then the preview for Fulham will be on Thursday. Thursday indeed. Ooh, hello there.
Demo.
Damn. Big up, guys. It's nice to watch the channel. I may become a United fan. Will you have me? There's plenty of seats. We can have you on loan. But you do need to go back to Thomas Frank before the weekend. So enjoy that. Okay. It's been a pleasure as always, gents. We positive vibes right now. Positive vibes. Fulham on the weekend. You know, we can enjoy it. Even you, Rebel, enjoy it.
I'll be positive until Rebel comes on the preview.
Yeah. Last words, Mr. B. Any last words?
I'm good. I'm not. Every time I say a last word, I end up swearing. I'm a happy bunny. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, ba.
Got nothing to say but love everybody, man. Let's ride in this wave of success and let's let it continue.
Rebel.
I'll enjoy my 6 points, and I'm going to take every game after that as it comes because it's a game. It's a game week. It is what it is, and we'll see where we land at the end of the season.
Colin.
Yeah, take every game as it comes. Enjoy the season. Do I smell title charge?
We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. And now you're gonna believe us. And now you're gonna believe us.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna win the league.
Everyone, have to like. Been the pleasure. We have been the Man United Agenda, and we will see you tomorrow. Take it easy.